ASMR Nation. Today we have the last of the conversation cards that Ida sent. So there was pink, there was purple, and today is orange. So I'm just going to chew some gum and I am going to answer the questions on the cards. But first, let's take care of the channel. If you're new here, welcome to my nonsense. If you're old here, welcome back, OGs. If you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. If you're old here, go double check, make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like if you like, leave a comment. It can be anything related to the video, or it could just be a hello or a few emojis. Hit the notification bell. As always, I will link my tip jars down there in the description box. No pressure whatsoever, but every dollar counts, every $2 counts. That's what allows me to make content, to continue to make content. Follow me on Instagram, same name, Nat Nonsense ASMR, and then my TikTok is just Nat Nonsense. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. Do you have a wine that you're saving for a special occasion? No, because I don't drink. So, no wine. No wine. That's like my one drink that when I see it, sometimes, not that I think about drinking it, but that I'm like, oh, I just wish I could have a glass of wine with like a meal, you know, like a big steak or something. If you could take a selfie anywhere in the world, which location would you choose? If I could take a selfie anywhere in the world, I would like to go back on some of the vacations that I went on and just take selfies there because I didn't do it. Especially if I was with like an ex or something, then my pictures from that vacation include that creep. So I'd like to go back and just take them by myself. And there's a lot of places in Europe that I didn't take selfies. I wasn't with an ex there, I was with my son, but like, I would like to have taken more pictures. And I know people say like, oh, don't just have your phone in your hand the whole time that you're on vacation because you'll miss like what you saw. No, I regret it. I want to go back and take more pictures. Top of a mountain, I'd like to, like, I was on the top of Mount Rainier, not the top of Mount Rainier, but top-ish. No selfies. Stonehenge, no selfies. Like, come on, Nat. Come on. Space Needle, no selfies. Which wine is your favorite with a perfectly grilled steak? I have a feeling that this one's going to be a lot of wine questions that I can't even really, well, I can answer them. I was a wino. Probably a dry red. A dry red. I don't have like a actual name of a wine, but with a steak meal, I would like a dry red. If you could share a bottle of wine with anyone in the world, who would you choose? Non-alcoholic wine with Danny Trejo. What's your favorite website? What? Favorite website? I don't know how to answer that. And that's my answer. Where do you receive the best deals on wine? Okay. What's one of the most valuable items or what is the most valuable item you own? Like house, car, or small things would probably be my iPad. If we're talking about material things. Or my MacBook. I don't really buy a lot of random expensive stuff. Okay, value, I guess the phone, because it allows me to do everything. Calls, photos, I don't know. What is the most memorable museum you've ever been to? none. I do like museums, but none of them stand out as memorable. They're all kind of equal in my head. It's not that I don't appreciate the stuff that's in the museum, it's just that I couldn't even tell you one right now, besides one of the local ones, or like the Children's Museum. What self-help book did you put down before you finished? I have a problem with finishing books that I don't want to. But I will say that a 4-hour work week just didn't make sense to me. Like, I grabbed 4-hour work week thinking it was something else. I started reading it and I was like, oh, this is just drop shipping on Amazon. It's a whole book about drop shipping on Amazon, if I remember correctly. I don't know what I expected it to be, but I didn't expect it to be about one thing. I think I thought it was just going to be about, like, how to get the work you currently have done in less time. Not about you must drop ship on Amazon. Drop ship on Amazon. Have you ever had wine flu? Of course. That's why I quit drinking. Which celebrity would you like to have dinner with and why? Steve Buscemi, Danny Trejo, Tom Hardy. I would say Cillian Murphy, but I don't really think of him as like a dinner guest type of celebrity. I'm like, why am I not naming any women? Issa Rae. Issa, come over for dinner. I'll order it because I don't trust my cooking. If time and money were not factors, what hobby would you take up? I don't know if it's a hobby, but volunteering. I was just thinking about this last night. If I didn't have a toddler and I had money and time to spare, I'd be spending like several hours each day volunteering, doing like things with animals, or like food bank type stuff. And what really sucks, and what I was thinking about, is so many of the people that have that in their hearts, like want to do that, can't, because they are being eaten alive by this economy. So there's no time. There's no time or money to go do helpful things anymore, if that makes sense. And also the toddler. Can't just like, stick them in a closet while I go volunteer. Alright. What band? At first I thought it said, what Band-Aid did you like as a teenager? And I was like, oh, fluorescent? What band did you like as a teenager that you'd be embarrassed to admit now? I don't get embarrassed about stuff like that. I would say one that I don't know. Maybe like No Doubt. But I'm not embarrassed about it. It was just a vibe back then, Okay. I don't even know what this means. What are your favorite varietals? What the heck is a varietal? Varietals. Varietals. You got me there, bud. Where's the best place to watch a beautiful sunset? Water. A lake, even a river, an ocean. Definitely water. possibly mountains. Mountains with water. Double whammy. What's the first song lyric that comes to mind right now? Oh, I don't know why this just, well, I know why this just popped in my head, but I don't know why right now. But I was doing a custom video about 80s hard rock, and now since I did that, I keep saying, we're not gonna take it. Oh no, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. So sorry for singing. I can't sing. If you want singing in your ASMR, Lori Latte, she can sing. Another wine one. What character from Winnie the Pooh am I like the most? It's such a combo. It's such a combo. Half of the time I am Tigger, and the other half I'm Eeyore. Like, I start the day out like Tigger, but the day beats me to shit. At the end of the day, I'm freaking Eeyore. Another wine one. What cliche saying is actually meaningful to you? You'll win some, you'll lose some. I don't really like it is. I say it is what it is sometimes, but I don't really like that one. I got beef with that one. So yeah, you win some, you lose some. This too shall pass. I cling to that one. Another one I don't like, kill him with kindness. It doesn't kill him. It doesn't kill him. It makes him stronger. Don't do that. Be kind, but not to people that are like, that saying is meant for. What activity do you wish you could motivate yourself to do to improve overall fitness? Cardio. I absolutely freaking hate cardio. I would rather eat a 5x7 rug. No, that's from TikTok. I would rather eat a little less and do more like strength training than cardio. I hate cardio. If I do cardio, I'm walking a little extra. I just hate cardio. I also don't like what most cardio does to like my knees, and so yeah. Another wine one. Kinda not. Okay. Would you rather have a wine cellar, so we'll just call it whatever cellar, home theater, or swimming pool? Like, if I didn't have my toddler, I would say home theater. But I would like to have a pool just to, like, burn my toddler's energy off in. So for the next, like, 5 years, I'd like a pool and then the home theater. But isn't that what your living room is? Your home theater. The only difference would be, like, it'd be, like, singular chairs instead of couches. What are you most embarrassed by? Oh, I just got rid of my most embarrassing stuff. I would say Facebook statuses from 10 plus years ago. But the one good thing that came out of being hacked and me never being able to see that page again, I never have to relive 2010 Facebook statuses or pictures. Or all my exes, like, well, I guess those, I was good about deleting my pictures of my exes. I'm most embarrassed by my exes, even more embarrassed than my statuses. So, What are you most embarrassed by? My ex's song. Okay. What famous actor do you think is most overrated? J-Lo. Jennifer Lopez. I think she's a big jerk. I don't think she can act. She can't really sing. If you look it up, most of her, not most, I don't know the stats, but a lot of her songs aren't even hers. Not even her voice. It's weird. Where's your favorite place to drink a bottle of wine with friends? Let's just sub coffee. Coffee in the park on like a crisp fall morning. Warm coffee in the park on a crisp fall morning. Also warm coffee in somebody's house with like throws and like some ambience and some candles. Oh, I am so geeked for cozy seasons. So geeked. I love fall. I love winter. I hate spring. I hate it. I try to make most of it, but I hate it. And I think that I like summer until summer hits, and I'm like, this is too hot. If you could live in any wine region, which would you choose? They are pretty. They're pretty. I don't really know much about the region, so. What kind of business would you like to start? You know what? I think I'd be really good at. And I would love to. It's not that it's impossible to start. So I wouldn't know how. I don't know how. Making t-shirts. Like t-shirts with sayings and stuff on the front. I think that would be a good business for me. Another wine one. I feel like this is the same. If you could drink any bottle of wine, what would you choose? Like, didn't we kind of, I'm not that I'm answering them, but I feel like we've been over that. If you could drink any bottle of wine, what would you choose? That's kind of scary. You shouldn't be drinking whole bottles like I used to. What topic would be a good subject for a documentary? I feel like they've all been done. I don't know, but I'm gonna just say that I'm on it. I guess HBO is coming out with a documentary about this woman who flew over to like an African country that needed doctors. She posed as a doctor while like hundreds or thousands of her patients died. It should be out soon. I don't know what the name of it is yet. I've just been kind of like seeing a little bit on TikTok and stuff. I'm very interested in it. So maybe if they could go find a whole bunch of other people that have done this, bring that to light. They need to get on this alien stuff. Because if you haven't looked into it, that probably sounds wild coming from anybody's mouth. Like, this alien stuff, what's she talking about? I know, I was there too. I was like, oh, I don't want to watch this. Not that I didn't think aliens were real. I definitely thought they were real. Come on. But it's getting real. It's getting close. It's getting more real. Things are getting worse. And I don't know what journalist wants to tackle that because it's frightening. Another wine. What are the characteristics of your favorite wine? I like dry red and like it would stain my lips and my teeth. Thank God I don't drink anymore because I don't want to know what my teeth would look like if I kept drinking red wine for much longer. Which urban legend did you believe? The one where is that an urban legend? No, that's a, it's not an urban legend. I'm thinking of that other movie, Final Destination. Which urban legend did I believe? I can't even think of what urban legends are right now. Urban legend. I don't believe any of them. But like what came to mind was all like the Final Destination deaths. Like the logs on the truck. I can't. I have some when I'm passing like pipes on the highway. Logs, anything. My mind goes straight to like shit mode. And even like all of them. So plane, anything plane related, anything. Those were the cheesiest movies. But somehow they really stuck. If you've never watched the Final Destinations, I don't know how they'd hold up today, because like I said, they were even cheesy back then. But if you want to be terrified, you can get past the cheese, past the cheesiness factor. Watch all the Final Destinations, and you're gonna be looking at everything different. Like those things stick in your head. What's the strangest job you've ever had? Strangest job? Motherhood. Would you choose to tour a French winery, an Irish distillery, or an American brewery? Again, don't drink, but I would like to see. I've already done American breweries, pretty cool, but I'm not that interested in French winery. But I would like to see Irish distillery, and I don't know if I'm just saying that because I want to see Ireland or not. I don't know. What's the funniest thing that happened after a few glasses? I wouldn't say it was funny, but I remember like I had my friend Serena over, and our kids were the same age at the time. They were like maybe 6, and we were just sitting there drinking our wine, and the kids were horsing around in the living room, bumped into the TV. TV fell over and broke. Not on them, but like, this is a long time. This was over 10 years ago. They broke the TV, okay? And luckily, I was just starting to get a buzz, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna worry about this tomorrow. Go play in your room. So yeah, not funny, but I kind of wonder how I would have handled it if I had not been drinking. What national park would you like to visit? Yosemite. I would like to visit Yosemite. Where do you come up with your best ideas? While watching YouTube, right before I go to bed, which is a pain in the butt because I'm like, am I gonna remember this? I try to put in my notes in my phone. Sometimes in my dreams. It hasn't happened in a while. Sometimes I have big ideas and epiphanies in my dreams. Oh, that's it. And the last one's a wine one. Which winery would you most enjoy a winemaker's dinner? I will say that I used to love Cooper's Hawk winery food. Surf and turf with the medallions. Like you can get them different crusts. So I would get like horseradish crust, or I think Parmesan crust medallions. And then my pick, because you can pick one for the surf and one for the turf. The turf was pistachio crusted grouper, and the vegetables were cooked to like perfection. And then the mashed potatoes have a little bit of wasabi on them. Oh, perfection. Perfection. Okay, so that was the, of course, that's why it was whiny. The Wine Wednesdays table topics to go. If you are still there and you watched